nice to see you all and welcome to my blog. I hope you've had a great week and what a great blog I've got for you today. I've got one of my oldest friends in the world coming on today. I've known her since I was about 4 years old, Jill, so she'll be joining us later. I'm going to talk about the kings today, the men over 40 in the pack. We're going to have a card of the week and we're just going to see how it goes and just, you know, the usual shenanigans today. I'd like to start with a joke though, just to cheer you all up on this horrible, rainy, Hartlepool morning. Right. This dedicated professor of music decided to test a theory, and he thought if he went into the deep jungle and played gorgeous music on his violin, that maybe it would tame the animals, you know, and it would stop them being so aggressive and feral. So he went into the heart of the jungle and he got his violin out and he tested his theory. Anyway, he started playing this beautiful classical music. Anyway, after about 10 minutes, 3 monkeys turned up, 2 elephants, 2 zebras, couple of tigers, little snake down there. Anyway, they were mesmerised by this gorgeous classical music and they all just stared at him calm. Anyway, this lion just jumped in amongst them and bit the professor's head off. And one of the monkeys says, "What did you do that for? We were listening to that music, it was gorgeous." He went, "You what?" I'm going to get on with it, but you know, I laugh at my own jokes. It's so sad, really, isn't it? But there you go. Right, so let's talk about the kings today. Kings are men in your cards that are over 40, right? Well, they could be like 39, but they'd be very mature. These are the mature men. And we're going to start with the King of Wands. Now, the King of Wands, if we're talking about fire signs, he would be Aries, he would be Leo, or he'd be a Sagittarian because he's got the fire in his hand. You know, the thing is with star signs and cards, some readers are very strict with star signs, and that would definitely be a fire sign. I'm a little bit like that on the fence because sometimes that can be bang on with the star sign, and sometimes they've just got a fire sign personality. But whatever this personality is, he's fiery, he's dynamic, he's warm, he's a bit of a, he's quite an ambitious man, he is passionate, you know. It's kind of the man that you'd like to meet, really. Although I would like to meet. You wouldn't like to meet because you've already got one. So what's Howard's birthday?
24th of January.
So he is an Aquarius. So he'd be a King of Swords then. He'd be the King of Swords, your Howard. That was Jill in the background, just if you heard a voice. So the King of Wands, somebody dynamic, somebody warm, somebody passionate, somebody driven, maybe a little bit cocky, highly sexed. It would be somebody like Gerard Butler or somebody like that, you know, somebody quite dynamic. So there's your King of Wands. Right, so second we have got the King of Pentacles. Now this, if you're going to go by star signs, this would be an earth sign. So this would be a Capricorn, a Taurus or a Virgo. Now this man likes money and he's good at making money. As you can see, there's a coin in his hand. So this man is either a CEO of a company, he could stand for your boss, he could stand for somebody that is in power, or as I say, you know, somebody that just likes money. He's got the Midas touch, this man, so everything he touches turns to gold. So this would be somebody like, you know, Simon Cowell would be the King of Pentacles. I mean, I know that's a bit extreme, but, you know, somebody that's a boss or likes to feel secure, a good businessman, that's the King of Pentacles. And next we have, now this would be Howard, darling, so if you're watching this, Howard, this is you, the King of Swords. Well, that's very apt because Howard used to be a paratrooper, didn't he, in the army? So this King of Swords is probably an Aquarius, a Gemini, or a Libra. As you can see, the scales in his hands there. Now, this can sometimes represent a man in uniform. It can sometimes represent a man that's in the law. So it could be a policeman, it could be a fireman, it could be an army man. Or it could be somebody, when you first meet the King of Swords, he's not like a little bit of a gobshite, the King of Swords. He's not like, hello! He's not like that, like the King of Wands. This man's a little bit cool when you first meet him. Hello, you know, he kind of weighs you up when he meets you. But when you get to know him, he's lovely and warm. But at first, he's a little bit guarded. He likes to suss out. Is that Howard? That's Howard, isn't it? He likes to suss out the situation. That would definitely be Howard because he's 83 this year, isn't he, Jill? Sorry, Howard. You know I'm only kidding. Right, so then last but not least is the King of Cups. Now, if this man is a star sign, he would be water. So he would be Cancerian, he would be Pisces, or he'd be a Scorpio. Now, this man is very loving. as you can see, he's got the cup of love in his hand, so he loves you, this man, whoever it is. Might not be in a romantic way, it might just be in an affectionate way, it might be a best friend, it might be, somebody that is like a father figure to you. But if he comes up as a romantic partner, this would be somebody who was very loving and very sensitive. Sometimes he can be musical, as you can see, he's got the harp in his hand. I think it's a harp. It's something. Stop being rude already, I can say. So he's got a harp in his hand. So it's somebody that's quite musical, somebody quite artistic, quite creative. Water signs are usually like that. When you think of musicians, the majority of musicians are water signs, mainly Pisces. That's just a snippet of information there, because they're very, they're very creative people, water people. So there are your 4 kings. So if you get one of them in your spread, it means there's a man coming into your life, usually over 40, and there are the personalities of the kings. Right, so what I think we'll do, I'm going to pick a card out of the week, and then I'm going to invite my lovely guests. So I'm just going to shove these kings somewhere, and then we're not... right, okay, so we'll do a card of the week. What card of the week? So this is for everybody, right? So everybody... This is your card of the week. Let's have a look now. Oh, I think I'll go for that one. Oh, right. Oh, this is a really good card. We have the Fool. Now, the Fool, everybody thinks the Fool is being made a fool of, but it isn't. It's that fools rush in where angels fear to tread. It's a new beginning. It's like a big door's going to open and the universe is going to shove you through this door. It's like, take a leap of faith. It's... It's a new beginning. Can you see that card? Just with the lights on it, you sometimes can't see the card. It's all about a fresh start, a new beginning. Take that leap of faith. Jump off that cliff. Take that job. Go out with that man that you fancied for years. Get that haircut. It's kind of like take a leap of faith and just do it. So the song that I would choose for this would be, let me think. Fools rush in where angels fear to tread, and so I come to you, my love, my heart above my head, and I see the danger there. If there's a chance for me, well, I don't care. Oh, my voice is quite clear this morning, considering it's morning. So there you go. The Fool, new beginning, new start. There you go. Take that leap of faith, everybody. Right, now I'm going to introduce my guest now. Now, she's not one for the spotlight like a friend here, but we've been friends for 175 years. So, Jill, here we go. Hello, darling.
Hello.
Give you a kissy. Mwah. Mwah. This is Jill, everyone.
Hello.
Now, me and Jill, I'd just like to talk about Jill for a minute. Me and Jill have been friends since we were 4 years old. So she's my oldest friend.
Pardon?
Not in age.
I was going to say, I don't look that old.
No, just in time. We've shared a lot of things together over the years, haven't we, darling?
She wouldn't dare not be my friend.
No, she knows enough about me to have me.
So many secrets to tell.
So we've... can I just tell them the story about... I was thinking about this morning when I knew you were coming on. Can you remember when we were kids and we used to go around the old people's homes?
Yeah. Didn't I play the piano or the clarinet?
Jill played the piano and the clarinet,
And the
I think, as
clarinet,
well.
yeah.
And I used to sing,
Yeah.
and we decided to cheer all the old people up, didn't we? So we used to go around all the homes in Satan, and I used to sing, and Jill used to play the piano. And one of the I was dead old-fashioned as a kid. I remember singing, "I'll be with you in half a long time." Can you remember that? You used to play chopsticks, and
Green
then what?
sleeves.
And then. Green sleeves, that's it. And then Jill's mum and dad, lovely Margot and Alan, they used to own the magic shop, didn't they, in Satan? The lovely magic shop that was on the seafront, if there's any Seatonians watching. And Jill used to come away with all these tricks and things. So we used to say to an old lady, would you like a sweet? And they used to put the hand in the,
Then they used to pop it after.
Oh, that's it. And then a big snake would pop out.
And then they croaked.
They didn't die.
No.
Do you know? Can you remember when we give them the blue sweets and that? We were such devils.
Yeah,
I know we were. We were so mischievous, weren't we? Nothing's changing.
And the itching powder.
And the itching powder. Yeah, I forgot about that one. So we were little horrors, but we were kind though.
Yeah.
We kind of sang them a song and then tortured them. We haven't changed really, have we? You know, there's certain people, isn't it, when you get together with, you just go back to being 11 years old, and Jill is one of them people. So, right, darling. So, would you like to pick a card out then?
I think I'll choose that pack.
With
the love heart.
With the love
because
heart.
I love you.
Oh, I love you too, darling. I love you too. Right, give them a good shuffle then. Do you know, it's very rare I can do Jill's cards because I know her so well. That's the thing, when you do cards for people, it's difficult to do cards for somebody that you know like a sister because I know so much about her. It's difficult to be, what's the word I'm looking for? Objective, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I did tell them.
The day I'd meet my husband.
I told you the day, didn't I?
Day, month and year.
Day, month and year that you'd meet Howard, didn't I? And I said that, yes. And I even wrote it down because I was so
4th of
convinced.
November 1986.
There you go. I did a card then and I said, you're going to meet this guy. Did you see me on
I didn't actually meet him. I did meet him, but I didn't say, hi, you're my husband.
That's right, because I remember you ringing me and saying, well, the 4th of November's gone, Ben,
right,
and I haven't met him. But you met him that day, didn't you?
I met him that day. He was the one that showed me around my new place of work, but I didn't get together till a year later.
Yeah.
But he
But
was
you
the
did
one
actually
that
meet him.
met me on that when I.
I remember, yeah. Wow, and I even told her she was pregnant, didn't I?
Yeah.
I had a dream that she was pregnant and nobody knew when I told her that, you know. Did you see me on first days the other night?
I didn't. I missed it, the repeat, but I saw you on the first one.
Well, it was the repeat the other night, right? And do you know what?
Did you like him this time?
No. Well, I did, but not
fancy
actual way. But you know, Fred, I forgot to say that because when I did Fred's cards, you know, they didn't show that on. No, they didn't show that on camera. But I told him, Fred, the lovely maitre d', now the fancy dame, Fred, he was gorgeous, he was very charming. And I told Fred, he picked a few cards out, and I said to him, your career is going to take off massively. I said, you're going to get your own show. I said, your career is going to take off with knobs on. And he said to me, what is knobs? I'll have to Google the French for knob. So I told Fred, so if you're watching this, I told you your career would go mad.
Right, because he's got a new show.
Yeah, he's got a new show. And I think he pricked out the three pentacles as well. Now, that can sometimes mean three people involved in the work you do. When he got that job with, he got that...
Was it Gordon
Ramsay and Gino. Yeah, so... And now he's got his own show, so I was right with Fred.
Well, I wonder... if he remembers you.
I know, I probably will, won't I?
Yeah, I want to see him.
I didn't sing to him. I didn't sing to him. And we danced around the restaurant. They didn't show that. The thing is, it's like a 4-hour long thing and they show you like 10 minutes. I was dancing with them around the restaurant at one point. So, anyway, so let's have a card for... Do you want a question or is it just a general...
Just a general.
Okay,
I have no questions to
right.
ask.
She's so content, my friend, Jill. She really is.
There you go.
Okay, let's see what's going to happen this week. Oh, right, you've got the Eight of Pentacles. You're not going on a training course, are you? This week?
No.
Is the bear doing any training or anything?
Not training.
Because the Eight of Pentacles usually means either a new job...
He's got an interview for next week for uni.
Has he? Because it's either a new job, it's a chance to show your skills, you say. Oh, I think that might be about Ben rather than you. Because the thing is, you're so close to him. You were so content, aren't you, in your life? And I think, so whatever happens to Ben, it'll affect you.
Oh, yeah.
You know, because people often ask me, can you ask for other people? And it depends if it affects your life or not. Let's have another card. I think that is something to do with Ben rather than you.
Oh.
Yeah. He's not going on the 8th, is he?
What's the date today? Oh, no.
No. Okay.
Next week.
Sometimes that can be an 8 in numerology. But it's a new job or training. Right, well, if it is him, there's going to be a disappointment because he's got the 5 of Cups. Or it could be you. It might not be the one he wants. Give us another one. It might not be the one that he set his heart on. But that's Howard, the King of Swords. So it might be to do with Howard. Is Howard working at the minute? He is, isn't he? Yeah. He's not training, is he?
No.
How bizarre, because you've just picked Howard out. The King of Swords, remember the Aquarius man? And then you've got a little bit of disappointment, and then that's the train. Now, this is to come. Right. So I don't think this is to do with you this week. It's either to do with... I think it's to do with Howard and maybe something with his job. Give me one more. This is strange.
Very.
Oh, bloody hell. Right, okay, she's got... I don't say bloody hell when I've got clients.
Just me.
Just say because it's there. Right, 7 of Pentacles. Right, now I'll tell you what the 7 of Pentacles
You could
means.
have like a flush because there's a 7 in the 8.
There is, isn't there?
You could have a hot flush.
If we were playing poker, this would be fantastic. Now, what this is saying, it looks as though he's going to be offered something or a change in his job, like a change, and that's saying, should you take the risk or should you stay with what you know? I don't know. This is around Howard, this, and I bet you something happens with his job next week where there's going to be changes. Or
Might get the sack.
Or it could be, no, he's not going to get the sack. No, I don't think he'll get the sack. There's no death there or anything, or ending. There's just changes in his job, and it'll obviously affect you, won't it? It'll affect you. Does he wear a uniform now?
Yeah.
Oh, well then that's, because he does, doesn't he? Security, is he security?
Civil service.
Civil service, that. There, so we've got the King of Swords, which is definitely him. So there's some changes in his job, and he'll be offered something and he won't know what to do. Mark my words. Ponty is never wrong. Well, not
very rarely.
Very rarely, but it's, there you go. So you'll have to tell him.
I will.
Right. Have you got anything else you'd like to ask? Would you like to have a go at the pendulum?
Oh, what's a pendulum? Does this tell me
it's
what
a
sex the
right.
baby's going to be?
You're not proud to say it? That would have been a surprise. With the Immaculate Conception.
Yeah.
Right, let me show you how the pendulum... I've talked about this before, but let me show you how the pendulum works. What you do, the pendulum works on your energy, right, like my energy, and it also works on your spirit guide energy, and also if there's any energy in the room, it works on whoever's with you, so it works on energy. On everybody's energy, really. And what you do, you ask it a question. So you ask it the sign for yes. Now, can you see my hand there? It's completely still. It's not moving at all. Now, watch this. Mm-hmm. Can you give me the sign for yes? Never fails. You can guarantee I'm not moving that, can you? You can see my hand's completely still. Thank you. Always goes that way for yes. And now you ask it.
You're going to put me on the spot and ask me to ask a question? I haven't got one.
You must have.
I haven't.
You must have. Right. Can you give us a sign, please, for no? We'll ask about the burn. It's going that way now. Can you see?
Yeah, I can. What about it doesn't know? Does it have a sign for it doesn't know?
When it doesn't want you to know, it doesn't move.
Oh, right.
The oracle has a right to keep the silence, you see. Well, should we just ask questions we already know so we know what so I'll show you how it works?
Oh, yeah, that would be
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. Go on.
Are we going for lunch after this?
And me and Jill going for lunch after we've done this blog.
Oh.
Yes.
That's good.
Shall we ask if you're going to pinch my black pudding?
Yeah, you having black pudding again?
I love a bit of black pudding.
I know. And mushrooms on the side.
My friends call me Sally Albright.
Who's Sally Albright?
In How We Met Sally. The one about an orgasm when she was ordering a sandwich. That one. Not that I do that in restaurants.
I hope you don't do that when you sat with me.
It's because I'm a bit fussy when it comes to food. Can I have that on the side? And can I make sure we can put you to... Anyway, so, right, what else would you like to ask? Is Jill Shield a Chinese person? See? You can see, can you? I'm not moving there at all. It's completely still.
Yeah, I can.
So there you go.
Well, that's good.
Let me ask this. Is Jill going to be at my wedding in the next 18 months?
Oh, yes. Are you getting married like you haven't told me?
Yes. I think I am. I have a feeling in my water.
Oh, you haven't met him yet?
No. I think...
Oh, that's a bit of a disappointment.
You would be the first person I'd tell. Well, my mother.
I'm second.
Then Jill, my mother's first. But isn't that funny? I have a feeling. I just keep seeing love hearts everywhere and signs everywhere. When the universe shows you signs about things, like the universe is trying to talk to you all the time. Do you know what I mean? So if you put a question out there, the universe always answers you. Now, everywhere I go at the moment, I'm seeing hearts, right? It's funny because I was shaving my legs the other night, right? And I cut the back of my leg. And I didn't realise I'd cut it late, and I thought, oh, what's that? It was a bit sore. And when I looked at my leg, the blood
was in the shape of a love heart.
Absolutely, a perfect love. I nearly took a photo, but I couldn't quite get around because of my hip. So it was like a proper love heart, the way the blood had dried now. And I'm seeing them everywhere, like everywhere I go. I know it's Valentine's Day next week, but even before then, you know, like over the last few months, I've been seeing them everywhere. Wow. I think he's on his way, and I think you're going to make me wedding in 18 months. So there you go.
Well,
so,
I was at your first one.
You were at my first one, and I was at your first one. Only one. Yeah, you were bridesmaid, weren't you, for my first?
Yes, yeah. Lovely pink meringue.
She was a pink meringue, and I was a white meringue. And I think we're going on a bit now, aren't we? Yeah. Do you think we should call it a day now? Have you got anything else to say before we go? No, right. Okay, well, thank you for being on, darling.
Thank you.
Thank you for being on. And it's been a laugh. Give me a kiss. And we're going for lunch now. You'll have to turn the camera off, I'm afraid.
Oh, okay.
She's already... You know, she's here. Right, everybody, thank you. Sorry if we'd rattled on a little bit today, you know, but, you know, when you get two friends together, you do, don't you? Especially one that I've known as long as her. So have a most glorious week. Remember, if you ask a sign to the universe, you ask for a sign, you will get it. And usually what they do, they send you it in a 3. So if you ask for a sign, look for that third thing that you'll see. They always send you in 3s, the universe. I don't know why, it's a magic number, but they do. And channel the fool, take that risk this week, go out with that man, take that new job, just take a leap of faith, and you'll have a wonderful week. And I shall see you next week. Bye for now.